Good morning everyone. Today we are taking the last exercise of the lesson lines and angles. Remaining only two problems are there. And next question number 5. In the given figure, PQ perpendicular to PS and PQ parallel to SR, angle SQR is equal to 28 degree and angle QRT 65 degree. Then find the values of X and Y. Question number 5. Figure is given. Okay. PQ perpendicular to PS. PQ is perpendicular to PS. Okay. PQ parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR. Angle SQR. SQR. This is 28 degree. Angle QRT 65 degree. QRT, this one 65 degree. Find angle X and Y. This one is Y and this one is. Given that PQ parallel SR produced here up to the point T. PQ parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR. And we are taking QR is the transversal. So we can write these two angles are alternate angles. That is, this right angle makes X plus 28 degree. That is equal to 62 degree. So, PQ parallel to SR and this is the transversal. These are the alternate angles. This is the angle PQR is equal to angle QRT. Simply we are right here. Angle PQR is equal to this angle X plus 28 is equal to this angle 65 degree. Therefore, X is equal to 65 degree minus 28 degree. That is equal to 65 minus 28. That we get 37. Is equal to 37. Then this angle we get 37 degree. This is 90 degree. Then find out what. Using which property? Using angle sum property. That's a triangle PQS. That's a triangle PQS. QS. Angle P plus angle PQS plus angle PSQ, that is angle Y, is equal to 1 degree. Angle P is equal to 90 degree plus angle PQS is equal to 37 degree plus angle Y is equal to 190 degree. That is 7 plus angle Y is equal to 190 degree. Therefore, angle Y is equal to 180 degree minus 127 degree. We get 180 degree minus 127 degree. We get 27. 53. Suppose angle y is equal to negative 53 degree. This is we can find out the angle of center. One more time. PQ parallel to SR and QR is the transversal. Alternate angles are equal. Angle x plus 28 degree is equal to 65 degree. From that we have to find out angle x. Okay. Then consider triangle PQS. Sum of the three angles is equal to 180 degree. This angle is equal to 10 degree and this is equal to, we want to find out this angle is equal to 90 degree. From using angles of opposite we can find out the angle y. That is angle PSQ. We get to 53. Okay. Then in this lesson only one more problem is there. That problem we have to work out in an easy way using and steer angle property of a triangle. Okay. Question. In figure, the sides QR of triangle PQR is produced to a point S. In a triangle PQR, the side QR is produced at the point S. If the bisectors of angle PQR and PRS meet at the point T, then prove that angle QTR is equal to half of angle QPR. Okay, consider triangle PQR. Last problem, question number 6. PQR. Consider triangle PQR. QR of PQR is produced at the point S. QR produced at the point S. If the bisectors of PQR and PRS, bisectors of PQR and PRS, bisectors of PRS. Bisectors means these two angles are equal. I am taking these two angles are equal to x. And the bisectors of PRS at the point T. This is the bisector of PRS, therefore these two angles are also equal. So I have done these two angles are y. Here we have to prove that angle QTR is equal to half of angle QPR. Half of angle QPR. QTR, I am simply write only angle T and T is equal to, which implies half of this, we want to do that. Half of angle QPR. QPR is simply write only angle P. This one the prove that. Okay. Listen. QT and RT are the bisectors of angle PQR and angle PRS. That is given. Therefore, these two angles are equal. Here I am taking these two angles are equal and I am taking x. And these two angles I am taking y. Okay. Then proof, listen. Consider triangle PQR. PQR Only remember triangle PQ. Okay, these are all things you have to forget. Then in triangle PQR, this is a 60 triangle. Okay, that is in triangle PQR, these two lines removed, we get it. This is the exterior. Okay, then this exterior angle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. That is, this exterior angle I am writing angle y plus y is equal to 2y. See, so sum of its interior angles, angle P plus this angle x plus x. Okay, that is consider triangle PQR. Exterior angle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angle. That is equation number 1. Exterior angle property. Okay. Then I consider triangle TQR. This is a very easy method. Otherwise, we can use so many steps. Okay. Only exterior angle they are using, we will get the answer. TQR. This is the exterior angle. Consider angle TQR. This is the exterior angle here. That is y is equal to. That's only this triangle TQR. Okay, this is the exterior angle. Is sum of its interior opposite angle. That is only angle x plus this angle QTR. Simply I write only angle T. Understood? Consider the angle TQR. This exterior angle is equal to sum of these two angles. By using which theorem? Exterior angle theorem. This is equation number 2. So I have to take these two equations. It's a left hand side here 2y, here only y. Okay, if these two equations left hand sides are equal, then we can equate the right hand side. So for equalize the left hand side, I have to multiply the equation number 2 both sides by into 2. So multiply first equation by 2, we get 2 into y, 2y. So on the right hand side, 2 into x, 2x plus 2 into angle t, that is 2 angle t. This is equation number 3. From equation 1 and 3, okay, equation 1 and 3, left hand side equal. So we are equating the right hand side of these equations. What is the right hand side of this equation? Here right hand side of the equation, first equation, right hand side, angle P plus 2x, okay, equal to, here right hand side, 2x plus 2 angle T, 2x cancel. So, angle P is equal to 2 angle T. Here we want to prove that angle T is equal to half of angle P. So what is here? Which implies angle T is equal to 2 taken to left hand side, it become the denominator. This angle P by 2. Let's look at it. 1 by 2 angle T. One more time, I will explain. Consider these two triangles PQR applying exterior angle theorem. Its exterior angle 2y is equal to, here 2y is equal to sum of its interior opposite angle 2x plus p, or angle p plus 2x. Consider under the angle TQR, its exterior angle is equal to only y is equal to x plus angle t. From these two equations, we want to equate in the left hand side. So multiply this equation by 2, we get 2y is equal to right hand side 2 into x, 2x plus 2 into t, 2t. From these two equations, we are equating the right hand side. We get both sides 2x cancel the we get the angle B is equal to 2 into angle T. So angle T is equal to angle P by 2. That is angle T is equal to angle P by 2. Then what is angle T? Angle T is equal to what? Angle QTR is equal to half into what is angle P? QPR. Hence it is true. Angle QTR is equal to half into angle QPR. This way, only using Cauchy-Riemann theorem we can solve this problem. Okay. Today we will finish our lesson lines and angles. Then the next chapter is chapter 7 triangles. Chapter 7 Today I will explain only the previous knowledge about triangles. This lesson we have to study about the congruency of triangles. You already studied the congruent objects last year and some problems based on congruency rules. You have to already study I think 4 congruency rules. Based on that rules, you have to 8th class solve some problems. Okay. This lesson you have to study some more congruency rules of triangles and based on that rules you have to solve down the problems. Triangle. What is a triangle? It is a 3-sided polygon having 3 angles and 3 vertices. Triangle is a 3-sided polygon. What is a polygon? Polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments. Triangle is the first polygon having 3 sides and having 3 vertices and 3 angles. Okay. In triangle ABC, having 3 angles, angle A, angle B and angle C. These are the angles of this triangle. Then the sides are sides AB, BC and AC and the vertices are A, B and C. Therefore, triangles are 3 sides, 3 angles and 3 vertices. Here, I recall your previous knowledge about what is an congruent figures. We know some examples of congruent objects. 2 biscuits from the same packet are identical. Okay. Or 2 blades from the same packet. Or 2 ATM cards of the same issued by the same bank. Or 2 1-rupee coins minted in the same year. All are identical objects. Okay. These figures are called congruent figures. What is a congruent? The meaning of the word congruent, they are equal in all respects. That means if 1-rupee coin of the minted in the same year, then 1 coin placed over the other coin, then 1 coin covers the other coin. That is having the same shape and size. That type of figures are called congruent figures. Congruent figures having same shape and same size and they are equal in all respects. Okay. Then we have to say that if 2 triangles are congruent triangles means that 2 triangles are, their angles are equal and their sides are equal. then we have to say that two triangles are congruent triangles. Another example for congruent figures are two squares having same length. Squares, you know, this side 2 centimeter, this side 4 centimeter. But these two squares, all angles are always 90 degree. But these two squares are not congruent squares because one having the same shape but not having the same size. Okay. If two squares are said to be congruent, having the same side length, then we have to say that the two squares are congruent squares. Okay. Two centimeter. Here also 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter, and automatically next square all angles are 90. Then we say that these two squares are congruent squares. Similarly, two circles having same radii. So two circles having radius 2 centimeter are congruent figures. Okay, this way we can find out the congruent figures. Here I only recall your previous knowledge about the congruent figures. Next class we will briefly study about this congruent figures. Okay, thank you.